Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. That sound that came in was hard, huh? I like that bass. Boom, 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 boom. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you. Now, the lemon that made this half a lemon wedge was insane. Look, it's like the lemon itself was the size of a grapefruit. Like, you might have to pin this lemon down. You know what I mean? Like, this lemon was so big, I have to carry a piece. The lemon was so big, like, it could break into my house. All right, it's horrible. No, but it was the biggest lemon I've ever seen. One of them. I mean, that is huge. Looks like grapefruits. Can't even get it to squeeze in the jar because it's like its circumference is so big. It's a lot of lemon too. Well, let's put the lemon into the jar. Let's have a big sip of old lemon water. Let's decalcify the Pinot. Get ourselves to another level. Let's get ourselves focused and ready. We have a lot to discuss. If you're missing the boat, if you're not paying attention, we can help you. If you're having problems, I don't need that. We can help you. Let's talk about it. JSMY. Look at that shoulder head and a right shoulder there. Making a channel, getting tight. 200 moving parallel with the pattern. Tight moving averages. Boom for 100% gains. Holding. Went up a little even more. 112. Holding 100% gains. We talked about it. We went over it. AGIX right there. Look, stop loss right there. Only 24% to gain 100. Thing was up huge here, right here. 80% gains, we figured, on the measured move to the upside. And this thing just a day and a half later, banging to the upside. Jasmine basically was the biggest gainer of the day this morning, banging on him. Now Move is trying to get in there. A little bit of Move. I remember putting Move out there on the radar with this little retest. Look at Move up 69% gains from when we talked about it possibly coming down and retesting. Move with the retest. NOIA was a sleeper coin I was playing back in the day. Nobody was really talking about this thing. I mean, since that last move. QRDO, we used to trade it. I don't think I had a setup on. I did. Didn't hit the stop loss. Not too shabby. I don't know when I did this, a long time ago. We're not taking calls here. No calls, please. NAVI's on my radar for a move. I said before, and I'll say it again, it looks money. I wouldn't be surprised if it went up for 56%, but again, anything is possible. Inverted head and shoulder, tight moving averages. I like what I'm seeing. It's above a high volume node. It can get to that value area high. Not too far from now. I just keep it on the radar. Marsh was on my radar. Starting to move. Marsh usually follows AGIX and the rest of them. I wouldn't be surprised if it made 100% gains. Marsh on my radar. You do whatever makes you happy. But I've been on fire this week. It's been absolutely insane. Shout out to the $19.99 super chat. Hey, Sam, with a 22-hour time frame on FTT, is this an area where there's a high probability that the price action will gravitate towards the 200 SMA? We'll take a look at that. Thank you for bringing that up. And let's take a gander, shall we? Let's take a gander. FTT, KuCoin, 22 horas, right? And I mean, yeah, I mean, you do have you are pointing to the downside a little bit, but yeah, many times I have seen the caressing of that 200. And let's just take a look here. This is one that didn't play out like it was in a tight channel. Symmetrical triangle. Boom. Boom. I mean, that's what you're looking for. And that would be a 90% gainer, 100% even. And this could come a little lower. You can meet somewhere in here. But yes, same idea, same concept. Backtest it for yourself. If you don't believe it, watch it. Highly likely for this to pump up to that area based on what we're looking at. Highly likely. Then you get the golden cross, and then there's even more coming. This could have some serious moves to the upside. You know, a lot of coins have been following this exact pattern of movement to the upside. I've been attempting to point it out. We talked about Pawn. Pawn moving to the upside. I remember when my daughter drew a thing of a pond, and someone was like, "It's a sign." That was like when the stream was like half as old as it is now. SHIB good ML faces when it breaks 1880. Just stoked on the education from Sam on the team. Shout out to Barno McBarno. Appreciate you, brother. I had a call like that. It was a big lemon. I hit Jasmine for 500% on 10x leverage this morning. Shout out to my man, highly trained in the game. Shout out to everybody here. And shout out to someone else. I saw someone I was reading the chat when I first got in. Shout out to Laura Marshall, CNC Ireland, the Nose, Emerly. Shout out to highly trained. My man. And the Hillbilly Hipster, he said he did his first chart ever. I put my first chart in the group about a week ago on alchemy. I couldn't have done it without what I've learned here. You're the man, Sam. Hey, may God bless you, brother. May God bless you, my friend. Thank you for the love. Okay. BTC to 20K. You never know. We're going to take a look at Bitcoin in a second. We're going to take a look at a bunch of different things. ES1 as we get into the futures market and we take a look at what's happening. Bunch of charts still posted to all the lifers. A bunch of charts still posted have not hit their hits. So there's still meat to chew on in the trading group. Do not sleep. This thing looks like it's just going to continue. I don't know what it's just going to continue. Effects AI is only up 58%. I could see this going up for more gains. I'd keep this on the radar too as well. Effects AI looks like it's just getting started. Where could it go? I mean, technically this would be your next measured move. Something like this. You're in this here now. See? Now it'll take you up 100% from where we began. A little more. So this looks like it's beginning to break out, and all the AI coins are following suit. ORAI continuing to pump to the upside. Look at this now. It's 92%. Look at it. Just doesn't stop. ORAI. Shout out to anyone that got into ORAI. This cup and handle hidden bullish divergence told us there was going to be a massive pump. Boom. Just couldn't stop, baby. This has been the weekend to trade. Aura for the win, baby. Unbelievable. And there you have it. The special sauce to win is right there. ORAI just continuing to rip faces off. AI continuing. It's been an AI pump-onomic here. And that hits the target, basically. Made it so close to the target. Look at that. We nailed it again. How do we do this? We show you how it's done. You don't believe us. You lack faith, but you see it over and over again. Banging on them. 112% for AI to the upside. Shout out to my squad. Shout out to my team. It's like a day to celebrate when you hit this many gains in the trading group. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Insanity. Insanity. 112%. Loving it. I just emailed Hope I can get a link so I can pay for class. Jump on in whenever you want, man. Do your thing. There's a link below me if you want to pay for class with PayPal. I emailed you 3 times last night regarding join the trading group, but still on pending. Really, it doesn't make any sense, but we'll find out. Usually the email gets responded immediately, so it must have either gone to spam, or we'll find out, but this doesn't make sense. But look at this thing continuing to move. Anything with AI in it. This was Matrix AI that I put out. Mooning. So AI coins are just mooning tonight. Just absolutely mooning. Up 61% now. And look, these had stop losses and everything. And none of them hit the stop loss. Just continued to moon. This is insane. And we had all the AI coins for you. I told you exactly what the narrative was. They had pumped. They had come back down. They were ready for their next pump after consolidation. Bullish consolidation. Ready to rock. I mean, booming to the upside. Booming. Does HAPI bits come all the way back up and make a huge move? You never know. There's a chance that it does. You never know. It could. The other ones did. It was the high coins the other day. Now it's these AI coins. Look at Stargate Finance just getting started on the 22. Look at that shoulder ahead. It's a slanted, inverted head and shoulder, right? Hard to see, but I mean, that thing could just go absolutely parabolic. I wouldn't be surprised. High risk, high reward for sure. But I mean, everything with a name that's attached to the altcoins have been flying to the upside. Why? It's the dominance. We're going to break that down too as well. Look at this thing up now, 107% gains. Like you call it, you look at a coin. This one, okay, we didn't really know about it. You know, we didn't go over ZCX Unison much, but CAT continuing to moon too. It doesn't matter. Like if we sniffed on it, like the liquidity in these coins is insane. Look at that moon for CAT. CAT continuing. Moon City, baby. Moon City. I mean, we had every single one of these setups ready to rock. This has been a monumental historical weekend for all coins. I just can't believe it. True insanity. I have this in an Adam and Eve that wants to really rip. It's already starting to rip. It's already up 20%. 15%. I mean, but just, you know, I would heed that. VXV. Vector Space Bioscience. Look at this thing. Wants the moon, already up to. I mean, it just. Governance hasn't popped yet. This is on my radar for a move. This is one that hasn't done the damage yet. Getting ready. 22. The daily is ready. I wouldn't be surprised if Meter went on a tear. So I'm showing you all the coins that did pump. You're like, well, what hasn't pumped? Meter Governance token on my radar for a move. That's the bone that'll throw you for the night. Look at, oh my gosh, look at my baby. Morpheus network continuing just up 124% from the golden pocket. We teach you these strategies. We teach you how to figure this stuff out. We teach you how to get down every single Tuesday from 3 to 5:30 Eastern Standard Time. Jump into class with me, Sam Price, the Crypto Lifer. Every single Tuesday, we will knock out the charts together. I can't wait to see you there. Jump on in. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate you all for holding it down and kicking it with me as the music stops. IOI on my radar. It's in a cup and handle. 22 hours just at a golden cross. This thing is ready for blast off. Anything is possible. I don't hold any of this. It doesn't matter if it does or it doesn't to me. I'm just showing you the probability of technical analysis. This does have lower liquidity. You see the candles aren't too thick. But this says that IOI could moon City. Maybe a little more drop down to this area, but this thing is getting started for some type of positional strength. IOI about to get it just had a golden cross. The 22 hours looking good. I like what I'm seeing for IOI. This is how I was able to predict most of these gains. The 22 hour looked good with the golden cross. It was simple stuff. The pattern was intact. Everything was ready to go. We had bullish confluence and it made sense. So just, you know, things to think about on the radar. VAI, another AI coin, look like they have partnerships with IBM. We love VAI. I've been holding VAI for a long time too. VAI, baby, Viote. Remember when it was only on some tiny exchange? I put it out here too. And look at VAI up banging to the upside, up 68%. Basically, it wicked to the target. You can see up 88%. VAI, another banger. It didn't stop. It didn't stop today in the trading group. I mean, the gains are insanity. Wow. Just amazing. The testimonials, $100 super chats, people saying blessings. May God bless you all. Thank you for the love. But like, let's go over it again. I mean, Jasmine NY put out yesterday, boomed up for 100%. Dogecoin for 55. AI for 30, but I even put it out. It's up 100. It's up huge. FETBTC, I put out this coin. Talked about how to trade BTC pairs. Even made a BTC pairs chart area where you can see I'm showing you this on the 2nd of February. And this is if you put one Bitcoin, it would have made 72% on the Bitcoin. I'm just like, so you look at FETBTC now. Where is it? Where is it now? Boom. Look at that thing up. Hitting the target, just at the target. I mean, like, look at it. This is just beautifulness. And I had you at hello. You could see when we talked about it in the trading group right here on the 2nd at 7:39 p.m. FETBTC in the BTC trading pair area. And this was the one I wanted everyone to focus. Like if you wanted to make more BTC, this was what I was focused on. This thing would boom. For, you know, one Bitcoin is now 1.7 Bitcoin. Making more Bitcoin out of Bitcoin. I mean, it's insane. Only here in the trading group. People learning new things all the time. So we are just mooning. It doesn't matter what's going on. We are mooning here tonight. I have to spend time going over it. I mean, it's just insane. ORAI up even more now. DMTR up. Tara up with a huge move. Matrix AI with a huge move. Alchemy Pay with a huge move. Clever Finance beginning to move. AGIX coming through strong. Dago would continue to fly. Elon even pumped out the little flag. I mean, EFX is going. ORAI, that was the first time that David put it out. This is insane. This is insane. And there's even more that need to be updated. This is insane. If you haven't taken gains, if you weren't a part of this, this has been nuts. I'm blown away. I'm blown away. DPET could be possibly retesting in this cup and handle. I've got DPET on the radar here on the 1 hour time frame. May explode. All right. Every trade I took major gains. I couldn't stop telling people about the group. Shout out to Skinny Loke, man. Is there such a thing of having too many alts? I mean, it depends how long you hold them for and what you're doing. You know what I mean? But again, it's up to you, man. You got to do whatever makes you happy. I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice. Druid wants your pick of the week. Fetch and Magic on a tear. Booming. Hey, yo, famo. Shout out to DK in the house. Shout out to Love Learning. Hey, Lifer, how are you today? Can you check link, please? On the 22-hour, it looks like an Adam and Eve, right? We'll take a look. Shout out to Lifer Gang Gang. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Shout out to all my loyal lifers and people that know how to stay true to people that taught them things and helped them out in their life. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. May God bless you all for coming through. May we always be strong. May God always bless this group and everybody chilling with us. May the love encompass us. May the frequency be high. And may the water be lemon. May God bless each and every one of the lifers. May God bless each and every one of the lifers for coming on through. And we're going to jump into Bitcoin and get ready for the week ahead. You know, we got to look at Bitcoin. It's scary. It's worrisome. The ultimate funner. Easier, you know, less stressful. Let's take a look at what's happening with Bitcoin. So Bitcoin, my whole opinion is just in this kind of a cup and handle, if you ask me. Kind of left the handle, came back in. Chance that it could boom out of a cup and handle. So I'm watching Sammy cup and handle here for Bitcoin. All right. One thing I'm showing you. And I'm also just showing you this channel. Down, up, down, right? Up, down, up, down, up, down. We're likely to go to the top of the channel. When you're in a channel, you're likely to go to the top of the channel. You battle this point of control. We should have fallen all the way here. We did not. We had a chance to. There was a bunch of time. 4 hours stayed super low, ready to go for another move to the upside. I like what I'm seeing here. Okay. 22-hour was able to reset down. The daily's ready to go. Every single time frame's oversold. 1 hour had time for a bigger move. Didn't get it. It could be the one that rolls us over. I'll give you that. Right now, we have a resistance forming. Right here where we're at, really, I mean, yeah. We could say there's two spots, like locally. Here and right where we're at, right there. Like two little mini spots. So I want to see Bitcoin get out of this falling wedge. I'd like to see the 1 hour push us out to the upside, get a bounce here. I want to see a candle close above 23,166. That's what I'm looking at. Let's take a look at the 15-minute for Bitcoin too as well. Headed down, but look, I mean, we're attempting the shoulder, the head, and the right shoulder, are we not? And, you know, there's a chance here. I'm not saying it's guaranteed, but there's a chance we're beginning to make a move. And, I mean, right here, we got that swing down. We got that beautiful bullish divergence that you want when you're about to make a new local low. Last time we had a bullish divergence like this was this one here, right? And that was our low right there. And so what I was saying was I believe that will be our low. We didn't make a new low. We made a higher low. So it's a good sign in the macro scheme. So you have the low, you have a high, you have a higher low. Bitcoin's just got to put in a higher high now above this line, 24,217. So show me the love, Bitcoin. Can you get us above the zone? So the bullishness is that we stay inside this channel. We break up to the top of the channel. This falling wedge breaks up 68% of the time. So that's just something that we're looking at, all right? That's the channel that we're going for. That's what we're looking at, all right? Now 15-minute headed back down, resetting. We want to just make sure that we kind of stay in the channel, or we make this right shoulder and at least get our move back to the upside. Could the 7-minute squeeze us? It may. 7-minute could be setting up for a bit of a short squeeze. Do I dare do the bookmap cam? Do I dare do it? You never know, right? Bookmap showing signs of liquidity either way on both. But wow, way more liquidity to the buy side. This huge area here, 22,006, 22,500 has a major buy wall though, saying if we go there, we could get a huge bounce. I mean, 1,000 Bitcoin, 300, about 2,000 Bitcoin in this area want to be bought. It is the biggest level of liquidity. Shows that we're likely to go lower than to 22.6. It's a scary thing, but we're already at 22.9. I don't see why we wouldn't. Let's kind of look at the bearish idea here. All right. Bearish idea is that we definitely broke this channel. Go back to the 7, and we're bearishly retesting right now. See this? We're bearishly retesting. We fell out of the pattern, and this is now a rising wedge. However, there is that bullish divergence here, which tells me we're likely to make a shoulder and push to the upside, but you never know. Rising wedges do break down 68% of the time back to the bottom here. This could give us a double bottom to watch out for. So looking at bookmap here, check it out. We could fall out of the wedge, right? And then we'll make a rising wedge. It could break down for a double bottom. All right. Will bookmap hold us down? This area here of liquidity. And look, does that match the same area we're about to show? 22.8, 22.6? Does it match the same area right here? Kind of. And then there's a drop here too and a spike. We would match the previous low, 22.5, 22.6. So they're kind of playing that same liquidity zone, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. All right, so that's what I see for Bitcoin. We got a local resistance back back below 23,000. And you also, if you've been watching me for a while, 23,300 is a big monthly support zone. It's support of resistance. We get above that, I mean, that's going to be a major area to hold, right? So it looks somewhat like a bearish retest right now. I'd feel a lot more comfortable if Bitcoin could get back above 23,150, in my humble opinion. If not, it can likely come down to the volume area low here, 22,400, 22,005. Bookmap also showing you a major ball of liquidity down here. So that coincides with the fact that we may fall down. Shout out to the 542 beautiful people, 226 likes, $41 in chat revenue. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. May God bless you all for sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Without your time, you can't do anything. Without your time, you don't have a trade. You don't have relationships. I appreciate you sharing your time with the Crypto Lifer. I am at a stand-up desk. We can run together. We can jog together during the stream. Hey, you jogging? You want to run? You want to go for a run? Yeah, we can go for a run. We can do the DA while we run. So, man, how's it been? How's your week going? Yeah. No, it's been okay. Yeah. Wife's good. Kids are good. Yeah, soccer, you know. Oh, yeah. Nord, a coin that didn't go up 100,000%. It went up about 31, came back down, huddling, doing its thing. Nord Finance. It is resetting on the 4-hour time frame with a bit of a retest, though. And it's back inside its pattern after the shenanigans. Just showing some signs of life here for Nord. Does it make a move? It could. A lot of these altcoins want to make a bit of a move here. A lot of these altcoins want to make a move. I'm just still in shock by all the movement tonight. Shout out to anyone that took massive gains with the lifers. So what do I see happening for Bitcoin tonight and into tomorrow? What do we wake up to? I'm going to make my prediction for the morning. You know, honestly, I mean, the 50-minute doesn't look too good. We're getting, you know, we have a local resistance. So if we don't make a shoulder here and pop on out, I mean, I do see a double bottom coming here to 22.8, and it looks like likely that we do head on to 22,005. You know, it looks like it could happen. I mean, the 1 hour pushing up, but it's like pushing up with not a lot of momentum. Tells me that at any moment it could just, and we could just get a dump on it. So Literally, unless we get a 4-hour candle closing right here, it's telling me to be careful for BTC, for sure. So I'm more bearish than bullish based on the support of resistance. We got to get back above this white line. We got to get back above these two yellow lines here. This point of control is also going to be an issue. 23,000. We got to close candles above these areas or we're going to be in some trouble. So if I start seeing 4-hour candle close below this area, it's likely we're headed to this area, and we'll pick up where we left off from there. But definitely, I mean, we definitely have a bearish divergence too. So, you know, that's the one thing I've been pointing out. Even though we have a hidden bullish, I mean, that's swinging up while that's swinging down. That's a bearish divvy. So we'll see. I've been more bearish than bullish, but I'm also, you know, I've been more bullish than bearish, but I just take it one day at a time. One step at a time, you know. Like, yes, that's a cup and handle, could break to the upside, but we'd have to get back above these zones and close those candles. So I watch my 1 hour, my 15. They kind of tell me what will happen to the 4 hour, and then the 4 hour tells me what will happen to the daily, and then we go from there. So right now I'm watching this zone. I until Bitcoin can get back above this point of control and these areas, it's doing a bearish retest as far. I have to take that as a bearish retest. I do see a hope of a shoulder, a head and a right shoulder as a way back out of this to the upside, and that could happen. I'd love a short squeeze, like all the way to the upside, you know, and anything could happen. So we'll go from there. We'll hope that people are biting on a short right now too hard. This is a bear trap, and we fly all the way back to the upside for BTC. Am I trading that idea? No, I don't do that. I trade narratives. All coins called AI coins. I know they're likely to pop. I find bullish, you know, moves on those. Look for bullish crosses. All the moves coming, and that's what I'm looking for too. So the AI coins were hot. They made some big moves. Boom, boom, boom. Right. Let's take a look at Bitcoin dominance. More important at the moment because we want to see what's happening with the alts, and we want to see if we're going to get a little more alt rally here. So look, Bitcoin dominance in the 15 in a bit of a bear flag here. That could drop it a little bit lower. And you can see, I mean, it's been cascading down. This is why those altcoins have been flying to the upside. You see? Just a dump. And Bitcoin dominance, literally, if you look at it here, it's in this channel. And I was saying, if it can continue down, I mean, we could have an alt rally here, like a pretty substantial one. So we're looking for Bitcoin dominance to continue to the downside. The daily wants to stop it. It could come up, make a double top, and then come on down. So maybe a little stoppage, but right now, I mean, the 4 hours getting high and you're still continuing down. This is good for the altcoins. And look, we peaked here at about 45. We've been slipping ever since it's been slipping. These AI coins have been flying. So these AI coins fly as Bitcoin dominance begins to slip. Some interesting stuff here on Bitcoin dominance, right? 4 hour time frame could roll over too. Now you have a bit of resistance for Bitcoin dominance. So Bitcoin and Bitcoin dominance doing something similar. Both looking somewhat bearish for the moment. And people could be selling Bitcoin for the alts. Right now, alts are hot. AI coins are hot right now. There's a narrative. Following the narrative is important. It's how you make the monies. All right. Again, I'm not a financial advisor, but the money follows the narrative. The narrative follows the money, and the cycle continues. All right. Swing be an oldie but goodie. Look what I just saw for NAVI. I just saw something. Look at this. That's why I always delete my work and I look at this. See that? You see it? So I remove all my drawings. I mean, now I see this thing as a beautiful bull pennant ready to blast. Looks just like AGIX and the rest of it. And they all went on gains. And this has some kind of AI feels because you drive around, you give them your information. They help build the map. NAVI has a working product and an app and everything. So it's already kind of got a use case. I mean, I'm telling you, everything that I've drawn like this has gone up the 80. But again, you can't, no guarantees just because I've drawn it like this. But I mean, it just, the probability is looking beautiful. And then you look at your 22 and you got the movement on that 22. You want to see that 22 rivaling. You want to see the 1 hour getting tight. You want to see moving averages getting close. I mean, this has all the bells and whistles for me. And I just saw it. Look, I didn't see it this way before. I saw it completely different. I haven't seen this as kind of a shoulder. That's a head. That's a right shoulder idea. I mean, NAVI on my radar now, right? The target about 86% gains for NAVI. I'd have to risk a hefty 27 to be in my risk reward ratio, but I mean, I don't mind 27 to get 85. That ain't bad, right? Someone else might want to be a little shiftier with it, but to me, this has to be a 3-to-1 or better. I can't make the trade based on my risk-reward ratio. But I like what I'm seeing for NAVI. You do whatever makes you happy. I do what makes me happy. I know my risk. Do you know your risk? Do you know yourself? The more you trade, the more you're going to learn who you are. The more you trade, the more you're going to learn who you are. I'll say that again. The more you trade, the more you're going to learn who you are. NAVI on the radar now, and you can see this is exactly how it starts. This is exactly how AGIX started. This is exactly how XYO, which is also tight to me, which I'm still in this trade. Just why not? There's no reason to leave it. 12-hour looks great to me. Battling this point of control. The second we get above it a few more times, I believe this thing will rally. I've already pulled the fib on it. It did the 618.5. It's hanging out. So I'm watching XYO. It could take a month though. It's taking its sweet time, over a week or two. Super chats. We got FTT. Thank you. MSWAP. Yep, gravitate towards the 22. Same idea. You want to get these a little tighter though. Let's see how the daily could. Yep. It could have. It did it here. It's getting ready for another possible one here too. MSWAP was. Look, we had it pulled in the Fibonacci though. It's been kind of hanging out low. That's that double bottom, you know. But I definitely could see it move right here to the 200 SMA. What I tell people is if you're not sure, you put 50, 60 bucks on. I'm like, you take a shot with, for me, I'm usually in between $1,000 and $5,000 depending on the trade, right? So if I put 50 bucks, I'm like, whatever. So that's good enough for me just to watch the trade, you know? What you want to see is a bit of an Adam and Eve double bottom here. Something like this here, right? But I could see it bouncing on up for sure. Okay. Navi posted to the elite last night too. Shout out to DK, my man. Throw a rack in every trade Sean makes and you'll be loaded. Shout out to Lifer Friend. Tell me IMX is looking good. Immutable X. Yep. Link, 22-hour chain link. He's got him an Adam and Eve on chain link on the 22-hour time frame. Let's take a look. I see what he's saying. He's got this kind of Adam and Eve right there. Yep. I'm with you. It is. It's right there. I see it. Thank you very much for pointing that out. May God bless you and yours. Nice call, baby. Bit of an Adam and Eve double bottom right there, too. And I'm looking for Link to make a big move. It's about to get a golden cross as well. The larger caps take a little longer, but man, this thing moves up this point of control. Look, the next stop for Link is 13. So it's showing you that there's a nice movement here. We zoom into the kind of what I've been looking at for Link on the smaller time frame. We were starting to make this kind of flag here, right? Symmetrical triangle. It did break. Look, symmetrical triangles, 50-50. In my mind, most of the time break down. And just like most of the time, it did break down. Right? So that was a little funny to me. It was a little bouncy. I like that, more spiritual, deep house, right? Like you know. And also, we're kind of doing a bearish retest, kind of like Bitcoin. And what I did is once we made this rising wedge, they break down. But then I said, hey, maybe we're going to make some type of other shape here. So let's get rid of this, the rising wedge. And look, I believe we're starting to make this bullish consolidation for Chainlink. And if this bullish consolidation can maintain, this thing's going to move. This thing is going to move. And look, there's no failure, only feedback. Do not beat yourself up. There's no failure, only feedback. I know trading is tough. You'll miss a trade. You'll feel like doing, I should have, would have, could have. Look, this is the cup and handle. in my humble opinion. And it's starting to make a handle here for Chainlink. 22-hour suggest. And again, like my man said, this Adam and Eve double bottom here. It's interesting. Thank you for the super chat. God bless you. Let's take a look at H&T. That's a little too spiritual. I wasn't going that far. I wasn't trying to do monk singing. Monk hymns. Not that I don't mind monk hymns, just I don't think it's the time, right? Like for today, I mean. So I like H&T. I like this shoulder, this head, and this kind of right shoulder. It's a bit righteous. It's a bit sloppy, but I like it. And I like what I'm seeing here on the daily time frame for H&T. I also like the news with Solana. All right. I got this VRVP gap right here on the daily time frame. I like what I'm seeing. This is what I like. I like falling volume with falling wedge. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see this make the move up to the 200 SMA and then maybe make a bullish consolidation and continue. But this has all the works, and I put this out to the trading group already. Everyone's privy to it. We know what's going on. H&T looking nice to me as well. Solana, which I believe will move with H&T because they have this dual news, right? And Solana's just still in this tight channel that I put out. Hasn't left it. Daily's oversold. 22's oversold. You got that golden cross right there. You're going to have a golden cross soon, in my humble opinion. Solana getting ready for a bigger move here. Solana. And look, I mean, it's on this. It breaks this. That's major resistance. And it's gone out of this wedge to the upside, which has a major move here too. The length of the base back to about 49. So Solana could make some bacon on the beach here. It also has a VRVP gap right here where it could easily soar to the upside. I like what I'm seeing for Solana. All right. Now, every night we want to take a look at the S&P futures before we go to bed. We want to see what's happening. We want to see what we may have to encounter. The daily's overbought. Not the best sign. We may have to get a bit of a pullback here. Our inverted head and shoulders so far attempting to move. The 4 hours in a flag, though, and holding the zone. So can the 4 hour make this measured move of this bigger flag to the upside and get us to this next resistance at 4357? All eyes on the S&P futures. You know, the 1 hour and the 4 hour said we're going to bounce tomorrow into Tuesday. So I like what I'm seeing, and we'll deal with it from there. But so far, so good. We do have a resistance. We got to break 4,200. But again, you know, I wouldn't feel good if the 4 hour and the 1 hour were super overbought. They're both oversold. Gives us some time to breathe here. Gives us some time to breathe. So I like what I'm seeing here for the S&P futures. Let's take a look at the dollar index. The DXY had a major pumpage. Shoulder, head, and the shoulder to the upside. Look at that. Isn't that crazy how that's the shape? Measured move from the neckline to the head is here. Here's your neckline. That's your shoulder. There's your head. There's your right shoulder. And that tells you where you're likely going to go. And I mean, you're so close to that area. So the dollar index, I mean, we didn't want it to get above my green zone. That was that resistance area. And we can move this green zone, and we still have a nice resistance here for the dollar. Bitcoin, wish you were mine. So look, and I also said, I mean, could this be making a diamond? That could reverse us back to the upside too as well. All right. What are all these lines? I mean, this big line is the bigger channel here. Look. The dollar index is in a giant channel. All right. Down, up. We wanted to see if it can make it all the way back down to the top of the channel. The daily's overbought. 22 is getting there. So it's showing you that it's starting to get a little beat up. Okay. I'm going to take away the diamond for now. It might be too much. And I'm going to take away this yellow drawing. But that was our move to the downside here. It fell out, but it bounced right back into the bear pennant, which was strange. Then boomed out of the bear pennant. But again, another resistance area. We'd like to see this roll over to the downside. So dollar, let's get a rollover. That was your best shot. And honestly, it didn't do much to Bitcoin. For a pump like that, Bitcoin didn't dump much, which is interesting. This was interesting. This is the first time that we had a huge pump of the dollar, but altcoins still pumped. Look, this pumped with the altcoins. Pretty weird, right? But this will open. We'll see what goes on. I mean, this is open. And right now, you're overbought on the 1 hour and the 4 hour. So this is opening up for a dump into tomorrow, while Bitcoin's opening up for a pump. So I like what I'm seeing here. This is also a bit of a rising wedge up in here. Rising wedges break down 68% of the time. So We could open up about here and continue to push, but this is our next big resistance area. And then we're going to have to tussle with 103.44. Could be the last few poses, but it did break the resistance of this bigger trend. Is it a bear trap, a bull trap for the dollar index is what we want to see. Roll over on the 1 hour, roll over on the 4 hour. Even the daily doesn't look good for the dollar. So, and let's do what we do. Back to BOOKMAP. And BOOKMAP showing signs back to 23,000. It's a battle for 23K tonight. It's a battle for 23K. It is what it is, right? So that's the dollar index. We'll take a look at the total market cap yet again like we did earlier today. And it's sad. It was in this beautiful bull pennant earlier today. It fell down. It did not break out. It fell to the downside, to the bottom of the channel, down here. So that didn't happen. Symmetrical triangle broke down. However, we're holding the channel nicely on this. Like, this is holding a nice channel. It really is. And technically, you could almost extend this and say, here is the newer, it's still a symmetrical triangle. You see that? Measured move to the upside. So I got a new thing that I'm watching. I just made this. I'd never made that pattern before in my life. So again, I love when everyone's here when we first make our new pattern. Because this could be true, and we end up here at 101.09. I mean, we saw it at hello. So it's, just interesting ideas here for the total market cap and all of cryptocurrency. Want to make sure why do I have these green zones? Well, the little green zone is my major resistance. The second green zone is a place I want to see the daily close a candle. So I want the daily closing a candle up here. All right. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. And you know what time it is. Let's take a look at Bitcoin and the weekly candle close. We always lose a few that can't handle it, but we always gain a few stronger group that can. Me mateys. Death cross coming on the weekly. A lot of people are worried about that. We kind of went over that. We could see a massive dump. What if we just make a huge dump and this is the end of a major bear rally and it was just a bear rally? Dead cat bounce. Cat bounces off the ground. But it was a dead cat, right? So, again, though, we did go over this. We talked about how the weeklies looked on the bigger idea on the all-time history index. All right? But let's take a look at our weekly candle. Let's take a look at it. Weekly candle opened at 23,743. The high was 24,255. The low was 22,500 even on the dot, which is crazy. And it would close at 22,932 and 91 cents, down $800 on the week. So for the week, it go down $800. Pretty simple candle. Not a lot of price action for a weekly candle. $800 on the week. So could the weekly make a beautiful bull pennant? It could. All right. Is the weekly about to dump nastily to the downside? It may. See if this is like a rising wedge. It wants to break down. I've been showing you what I've looked at on the daily, and I'm going to take it one day at a time, one step at a time. If we go back to 18,008, 18,006, 19K area, to me, that's a load-up zone, right? So, again, usually your first big bounce isn't the end out. Usually there's a pullback at one point. We are pretty far away from the 21-day moving average. You see that? Price action does like to revisit the 21 at one point. So there's some bearish ideas here. We do have, a weekly resistance, which we couldn't get above. We wicked right to it, 24,000. We also have the 200 SMA. So there's some things to think about for Bitcoin on the weekly. It wasn't an bearish engulfing, but it was a red candle. It was our first red candle in 4 weeks. We had 4 weeks of glory. It's our first red week in 4 weeks. But hey, that ain't bad. Death Cross is coming to Bitcoin, right? But it's also about to get a golden cross on the daily time frame. So I went through this and I went over all the death crosses on the weekly, and usually they happen kind of after the fact. And we saw that as such. But anything can occur. Even the daily, to me, looks like it's in a bit of a bull flag here that could make bacon on the beach. So we went over you saw what I went over this morning on the 3-day chart, how eerily the 3-day looks. It's in this like upward trending flag, and it looks a lot like the 3-day chart that I brought up. We can find it. I believe we can find it. Show me that 3-day chart. Show me that beautiful bean footage. Tony, show me that beautiful bean footage, baby. Bookmap picture. I was like, why don't I take a picture of the bookmap over here? Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, there it is, 9/11. I took it at 9/11 in the morning over here. Show me the money. Let me take the picture and move it. What are you doing to me over here? You can't move it? So look, this is the 3-day chart. We were overbought on the RSI. This one, Bitcoin ripped up to 14K from like 3,000, 5,000. So overbought on the RSI, overbought on the RSI and stochastics, and in the same type of idea. And we look at exactly the same. If we put these side to side, they're like twins. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but you know, and if we took this away, just for now, but they look somewhat like twins, and it's just kind of eerie. It's a little eerie. It's a little weird, you know? So just something for you to ponder about the 3-day chart. Just because it's extremely overbought doesn't mean we're going to dump. I'm more of a proponent of the idea that we pump up to the 200 SMA. I've been watching everything pump up to the 200 SMA, and that would take Bitcoin up to about 32,000, 32K, and the gap of the VRVPs so far have been kind of defying gravity. So I'll trade the way I have. My subconscious mind is kind of pushing me to trade in certain ways, right? So yeah, I mean, the way I see it, I see Bitcoin in a bullish bugle here. I see both. This is it to me. This is it. And we're going to pump. We're going to pump tomorrow. S&P looking bullish. I'll make it a bullish call. I see Bitcoin pumping. Again, anything could happen. We lose the VRVP, we can gap really fast down to 21,000. So I got to be open-minded, right? So, but I mean, there's a chance that this is what we're looking at too. You know, I'm just open-minded at all times, and I'll watch the smaller time frames. They're going to give me my confirmations. They're going to tell me what I need to know. And as long as I'm patient and I have a plan, I'm going to be able to move with the time frames. But if I just tell myself what to do and I do it no matter what, then I'm not going to be able to take advantage of what the charts are telling me. I got to be a chart whisperer. I got to listen to the charts, baby. Shout out to everybody here who listens to the charts with me. Shout out to all my whisperers of the charts. Appreciate you all for being here. So there's another idea here for BTC on my radar. All right. Shout out to everybody on the live. Here I am. Let's go. Shout out to Anthony C in the house. AC Boogie. We love you, brother. Shout out to Type Crow. AI Multiverse on KuCoin. Thoughts. We love that, baby. We love that thing. How could you not? We have it in a chart booming to the upside right now. We had a stop loss and everything. Look at what, 100% for AI. It's one of our babies. Whenever they moon like this, though, it's profit taking. Usually they come down, they consolidate again, and they get ready for their next big move. They might continue to moon, but it's time to take some profits, in my humble opinion. We had a beautiful weekend. Full moon theory. Bitcoin loves the pump of the full moon. Tonight is a full moon for Bitcoin. It is the wolf moon. Am I correct? Tonight is the wolf moon. I believe in next month is the winter moon. Or next month is the worm moon. Right? Tonight is the snow moon. So sorry. Tonight is the snow moon. So tonight will be a beautiful full moon. It is a clear sky tonight. It looks absolutely beautiful. Back to 50 degrees here in Boston, 39 now, but unbelievable how cold it was for a few days. Couldn't even go outside, right? Axie Infinity on my radar as the sleeper coin. Sleeper coin of the week, Axie Infinity. Doing an SR flip on previous resistance to new support. Ready to go in the 4-hour, ready to go in the 22. Golden cross just happened. Your daily's about to get a golden cross. As you see the 50 curving up, I mean, if this thing isn't 19 by next week, my name ain't saying, no, I'm just saying, but I mean, this looks beautiful to me. I like what I'm seeing for Axie. It's above a gap of the VRVP. It has a lot of things going for it that I talk about. So I'm giving you a freebie. I'm throwing you a bone here. You do whatever you want. Again, it has to fit your trading style and your education. If you don't have the education, if you don't know what I'm talking about, it doesn't matter. All right? So, like, it all depends on you, your risk, your education, what you're doing. I'm showing you my risk, my education, what I'm doing. Axie Infinity, beautiful coin. Looks interesting to me for the week. So, I already kind of see what I'm planning on for the week. And I already have a plan for the lifers. We're already kind of doing it every single Wednesday. We go over kind of the coins. Every Thursday, we go over the coins from the last week. We break it down. And why Thursday? Thursday's a key day. Because Thursday is when the market kind of shifts back to low liquidity Friday. Then we can look at what's hot on the weekends, right? We can gear up for weekend trading, kind of cool on down. And it just helps. I think it's a great day to kind of reset and schedule ourselves for the next week ahead. So every single Thursday from 6:15 to about 8:30, I do a weekly screen share private. I also go over my token metrics account, which costs me $90 to $100 a month. And so you get so much for your $90 a month here in the trading group, $99. If you're paying for the if you do the discount, you'll pay $90, but $99 if you do 1 month. We give you so much. Four weekly screen shares a month. Me posting every, from the second I wake up to when I go to bed, I'm so dedicated to the trading group. You'll see me in there all the time. All right. My elite group, everyone else, people looking at them, everyone just kind of getting on in, and just a really good positive group of people. We also teach you how to get your subconscious mind going, how to push yourself to the next level. There's so much coming your way in the trading group. I'm telling you right now, you should remember it for the rest of your life, your experience in the trading group. So God bless everybody here. Thank you. Yeah, no, we're doing a big bear market discount right now. We still got bear market discounts. Email my wife, cryptolifers@gmail. Email my wife, cryptolifers@gmail. If you want to pay in PayPal, cryptocurrency, or with a credit card, let us know. Also go to cryptolifers.com. Cryptolifer.com. Cryptolifer.com. Check us out. Cryptolifer.com. Join today, and you can see everything that we have for you ready to go. Learn to trade crypto, become a lifer. All right? And we have everything ready for you at your beck and call. And I teach class every Tuesday as well. Jump on into class every single Tuesday from 3 to 5. Link in the description below to jump into class. Should be a link also on the website as well. All right. GALA looking ready for another move. People seem to be fiending for GALA right now. We'll take a look at GALA. I had GALA X3L on my radar. Seems like it's kind of descending triangle X, kind of got a symmetrical triangle vibe to it. Chubby triangle, which could go up or down either way. 1 hour is also a little overbought. But this 4 hour looks like it could rip to the upside pretty nicely. Tight moving averages, parallel. A lot of other coins did this, and it's been pumping, and it's been consolidating pretty nicely. Could see this as a shoulder, kind of a head and a right shoulder, though. It's got some bearish vibes in my mind, but hey, it's been doing its thing. And some would say it's got like a cup and handle feel to it. This is the 3L token that could make 81% gains for GALA by tomorrow. You never know. So just something on the radar, right? GALA 3L on the radar. Super chats, BNB, MetaHero, Illuvium, and Phantom 3S. Let's take a look at our baby BNB. Thank you for making me look at GALA, or having me look at GALA. I appreciate that. I see BNB mooning. I see BNB to 400, and I want it, and I want it now. I'm making my prediction, BNB to 400, DeFi making another bit of a move here. If Bitcoin can stabilize and we can be all right here, we don't get these bears feeding this, BNB is going to rip. I like what I'm seeing for BNB. Just broke a major resistance, got through these areas. The volume area high is calling its name up here at 400. So far, so good. It has broken out from the channel that I put it in. I like what I'm looking at for BNB here. 4 hour looking good. 22 hour a little high for me, but the daily indecision. I'm watching this 4 hour that's resetting, and you're showing some signs of life here for BNB. Have the golden cross. Meta Hero, which is Hero. Let's take a look at our baby Hero. The oldies but goodies starting to pop again. Look, I even had a setup on it. I don't even know how I did, but I did. This falling wedge here. We had this high. We had the secondary high. You could say, okay, can you hold the zone at the 618 golden pocket? Look, and all that had to do was from here to here, pull the Fibonacci. When it came to the 618 golden pocket, begin to accumulate. When it gets to the high point of the next resistance, sell it off. That's called the swing trade. I've done that many times in my life. It happens over and over again. You can see this on any asset throughout the world. This isn't unique to crypto. So understand these concepts. You'll be paid for the rest of your life if you can learn this education and stash it in your mind. I see this ascending triangle ready to go. I see another 27% gains coming out of Hero to the upside. Again, that's what I see. And again, I'm not a financial advisor, but the TA does suggest another move to the upside on the measured move. Measured move would take you to about 6 777s. Who would have thought? But of course, there's the 777s again. You see them there, right? That's insane. Actually, the bear thing is covering it. Crazy. But it was on the 777. Shout out to the 573 people here, 340 likes. Can I get the likes up to the watchers? I'd greatly appreciate it. Thank you for the $68 in chat revenue. You people are blessed. May God bless each and every one of you for your great hearts, your great minds, and your great souls. I feel so good to be with you all every time I come on this live. Thank you so much. Alluvium. Crazy. This thing would just, I figured it would stay in a bowl. Usually you don't go right up in the middle of the bowl, but everything was popping. Almost every coin ran, and this thing's up 172% gains in Alluvium. It's actually wants to move again out of the flag that it's in, so I wouldn't be surprised if it just made this move. I mean, all coins want to fly. Bitcoin dominance seems to be losing footing. And, if that continues to go down, which it looks like it may, I mean, you're going to get these rallies in these alts. So that's an aggressive move right there. Whenever I see the stochastics turn up like that, it's just highly likely the move is made. See that turn? Again, anything could happen. We could hit a double top and dump. But that looks highly aggressive for a move here for me. Alluvium. All right. And these are the oldie but goodies. We traded all these coins in the last, when the metaverse first came out. Now we know them all. It's interesting. And that's what I was saying to somebody about this bear market. Our last bear market, we didn't have the metaverse. We had just whatever new coin came out and kind of the old way. Then we had the metaverse and decentralized coins. And a lot of the decentralized coins were only on a decentralized exchange. Like they were on like Spooky Swap or they were on Pancake, right? And throughout the last 18 months, KuCoin, Max Global, Bitmart, all these other exchanges, BitThumb, you name it, started adding these tiny coins that no one knew about. And so we had this resurgence of coins that we were trading on the low on decentralization that came to centralized exchanges. This happened all through the bear market and did not stop. It gave us liquidity, it gave us excitement, it kept people involved, and it was interesting to me. This has hidden bullish divergence on the 4-hour time frame, which tells me it's likely to make a move. Hidden bullish is significant on any time frame from the 4-hour and above. It's very significant, meaning it's for me, like it's 90% that I want to get into that trade because it's just highly likely. Stochastics with that aggressive turn up, MACD with the same thing. You got falling volume with falling price. The only thing that's telling me we got some far apart Pancake Swap and Uniswap page, your boy, baby. Shout out to Highly Trained. Nexacoin back, baby, by Bitcoin Cash Team. DYOR. Okay. Let's take a look at Phantom. USDT.3S. Someone wants to short Phantom. Has a penchant for shorting. I mean, your 4 hours is extremely overbought. Right? So it had a pump up to the upside, but I mean, you're very overbought on the 4-hour time frame. Look, I have this bear flag. Okay, it didn't play out yet, but I mean, I'm very wary. See how overbought that 4-hour is? Yes, I've seen pumps come from there, but it's for me not where I want to be getting in my personal opinion. So this looks like it could dump on you or go sideways at least. 1 hour might rip a little bit to the you might get a little bit of a move here. You got a flag. You may have a measured move, possibly to 37. 37% gains. Possible. I mean, Phantom did pump hard. I wouldn't be surprised if it was one of the more premier coins to take a hit. So that's the, but that would be the 1 hour. 4 hours really not in your favor. Let's take a look at the bigger time frames. Wow, it's even overbought on the bigger time frames with barely a little pumpage. So I've got a pump like what? Like probably was a 50% move. At 20, yeah, not bad. It's a 3L token. Like 10% can give it 30. But yeah, I mean, I'm not a fan of shorting this right now. And I could be wrong. Watch it pump all the way and I'll be 100% wrong. I'm okay with that. I'm not always right. If I was 100%, then I wouldn't be a human trader. I would be some type of bot that didn't exist. So shout out to the 577 beautiful people on the live. Just had to call out the 77s. And thank you, dear Lord, for every single thing you've given us in this life on Sunday. I just want to say thank you as the week begins and we end our toils and begin our new toils on Monday. Bless everybody as they begin their new trades, their new jobs, whatever they're doing, learning a new skill, doing whatever they're doing. God bless everybody here and their families, their mothers, their fathers, their kids, their aunts, their uncles, their cousins, their sons, their daughters, their brothers, their sisters. Bless everybody. And all the lifers that bless me, bless you as well. Thank you so much for the love, everyone. Yes, I'm not liking this at all. I'd stay away from shorting Phantom. Maybe a 1 hour scalp. And I could be wrong, but 1 hour scalp is the only thing I see happening. I'd be careful shorting Phantom. Let's take a look at the actual asset and see what's happening. So I'm going to delete everything, but we had this flag that didn't play out, all right? But it had already pumped, and I put it in this channel. It was already up 37%, and we've been talking about Phantom since it was way down, right? And this Adam and Eve double bottom to the upside, which says it can get to 71 cents. So Phantom had the Adam and Eve double bottom, which I could redraw at another time, and it's low. I mean, let's look at our support and resistance on this side. What I like to do is I like to look at the only areas we have, and I don't want to look at where I'm at because I don't want to be biased to where I'm at. This has helped me many times make good decisions later on. So look, I mean, you can say we're at a resistance area here. We have a support zone. Even right there's a support and resistance area. So here, we do have to come back down to the 21, or the 21 has to touch price action. So we could stay here and do this, or we could make a flag of one. But to me, kind of a giant cup and handle, no. And this will make a handle. And I could see Phantom just going another big tear. So maybe a slight pullback here, but I mean, I showed you the total market cap too of all of the smaller coins. You want to watch that. You got a golden cross on the daily. You're about to reset on the Stokes. I mean, I'd be wary. You're getting overbought on the 22. Your 4 hours extremely oversold, but you didn't get too much of a dump there. So I'd be looking for some type of consolidation here for Phantom. Right? And I could be wrong. Maybe it continues to dump. Smaller time frames will tell you. And watch Bitcoin, right? If Bitcoin dumps, it'll dump with Bitcoin. But look, you do have a bit of a bear flag here. That could be that 1 hour careening. But look, it's oversold too, and you kind of get in the shoulder to the head. Looks like you may get the rip back to the upside. The way the Stokes look, this looks like it could pump back up. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'll take it one day at a time, but looks like a slight pullback for Phantom. So maybe you want to short. The short asset didn't look too good. I looked at the 3S token, so. But again, I'm not 100%. Not everything I say is right, so you never know. Thank you for the prayers. I will have you in my prayers. Power in prayers. Armstrong, 33. God bless you, brother. Thank you, Jim Borge, 66, all day. Whee! Shout out to Lifer Friend as he wheezes around. COTI in the cup and handle. I'm still watching it. News coming out of COTI with DJED, right? In the stable coin with Cardano. You want to be privy to what's happening. You want to understand the narrative. All right? You want to keep the narrative privy in your mind. There's the 777s again. They just showed up again accidentally. It's crazy. But I see COTI making a 74% gains out of this cup and handle. It's another radar pick. right? Gem pick radar just had a golden cross in the 22, showing signs of hidden bullish divergence with a swing up to swing up with a swing down on the movement. And I love my little labels here. We can throw hidden bullish divergence on that puppy. You can hold it here too if you want, just to kind of match it. I believe this helps teach the students. They can see that, like, that's what he's saying. To my system, there's a 90% chance this is going to the upside. 90%. I know that's insane, right? Bitcoin has to play, so that could take down the percentages. But if Bitcoin didn't play, well, with Bitcoin maybe a 70. But I mean, I like what I'm seeing here, right? You got oversold 22. And you just got a lot of love. Shout out to MATIC and Vet, please, from CLX. Shout out to my man CLX for the $20 super chat. May God bless you for jumping on in. Hidden bullish divergence. Boom. AOIZ also on my radar. Optimum has been on my radar. There's just so many fun coins bouncing in tonight. It's been insane. Shout out to all the new lifers in the house. Appreciate all the new lifers jumping on into the live. Appreciate all the new lifers jumping on into the trading group. If you're new, open up a Mex Global, open up a KuCoin, use the referral links. I got lifer links here that help out the channel. Lifer links here, check them out. All Tradey, Coinily to do your taxes. Hey, do your taxes, everybody. Listen, start getting them done now. Get them done right away with Coinily. I did my taxes with Coinily. Absolutely love the experience. You will too. I love affiliate with them. Telling you, go. If you're going to do your taxes, best place I ever did them here at Coinily. Attach your entire API to your exchange. It's going to break it down. It's not stressful at all. Take a deep breath. You'll be fine. All right. I live in a tax haven country. Hey, God bless you, brother. Funny, move to Florida and never worry again. You guys are funny, man. KOK was a winner. Low. Flare Network, man, starting to get some move. Look at GLQ continuing to pump now. GraphLink, another AI coin. I mean, they just want these AI. Look, it hit the target now. Complete 110. Like we can say target hit, baby, for GLQ. Oh, man. Feels good to hit that target. Let it run, baby. Let it run. Man. LDO, USDT, MATIC Vet. Wow, y'all are coming through strong. Let's take a look at Lido Dow here. Let's take a look at LDO, if I could spell. I can chart, I just can't spell. The better I got at charting, the worse I got at everything else. It's a true story. So I thought I could be doing something funky like this, right? Fell short of that. Could be dropping to the down. Shoulder, head, and a shoulder now, possibly. But I actually kind of want to switch it up here. Seem like it's still in this now, and this could make some gains. That's a cup and handle, right? And so it's got the cup and handle vibe. I don't see why it can't do the cup and handle slide. 22-hour golden cross right there. Look at our daily time frame. Ready to rock. I like what I'm seeing here. About to get, I like what I'm seeing for this. I mean, Lido. New on KuCoin, so it doesn't have a lot of data, but the thing about this is this makes Ethereum super accessible. People like staking. The more people that grab Ethereum, then they want to stake. They stake on Lido. Lido gets a lot of love, right? Lido gets used in the transaction. Lido DAO. So I like what's going on with Lido. And because I know the ecosystem that's going on, I like what I'm seeing here. Rising volume, falling price, not the best. I want to see that switched up a little bit. That's not my favorite sign. But I like what I'm seeing here structure-wise for Lido Dow. And honestly, despite that volume idea, I could still see this thing pumping to the upside. I would definitely keep this on the radar. And I'd be watching LDO for sure. It's even got some hidden bullish kind of going on its thing. You like your Nervo sound CKB. I met the whole CKB team. Nervous Network. Nervo seems to be breaking out. It's starting a parabola, in my humble opinion. Maybe kind of getting into the AI narrative somehow. But look, step 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, just getting started. Just 4 hour looks like we could make a quick gain here, point of control to the upside. I like what I'm seeing here for CKB. You can see it gets a lot easier when Bitcoin starts moving. You know, I mean, if you traded with us in the bear market, it was just not the same. Like now you can snap your fingers and a coin can go for 10, 20, 30, 50, 100% gains. That's what that is the beauty of getting into the market when no one's paying attention. So CKB on my radar too. Has to hold the zone, but it's doing a possible SR flip right there. See? Resistance support for a bounce. I'd look for a smaller time frame flag, but I like what I'm seeing for CKB. I like the project too, and I met the people who created it, so it's not rug pulling anytime soon. They're really in there. Kevin Wang and the creator, he's the creator founder. I mean, he's grinding. So CKB is interesting to me. Possible SR flip for CKB. I like what I'm seeing there too as well. All right. Pony Dust keeps pumping. That looks like it may actually continue. That's crazy. That's nuts. MATIC and Vet. I mean, MATIC just continues to pump. I mean, it's kind of on a bit of a, you know, an extended tear here. So, I wanted that retest. We didn't get it, right? So, hey, it didn't happen. Was nice, though. Was setting up for a beautiful retest. Fell through. Trying to double bottom here. Let's take a look at MATIC on the biggest time frame. Or a bigger time frame. So this is what I see happen is like we kind of broke out twice out of the same pattern. Made some resistance there. We got major resistance where we hit because we bounced, resistance. High volume, you know, POC was broken. We're still in kind of a lower liquidity zone. What I see now is an overbought daily in a rising wedge though, right? This doesn't look like the AI coins, you know. You got this rising wedge. Rising wedges break down 68% of the time. Doesn't mean it will. You might make a flag here and flag out. So that's why I draw my flags and project. If this flag is filled out tomorrow and the daily starts to come down or in a day and a half, tells us that we could continue to pump. And there may be some love out here. So we'll see. We'll see. A little bit of support zone right here. A little bit of local. So we can see those are two areas we'll be watching for MATIC. So I'd want to see a flag on this daily time frame, 22, headed back down. 4 hour could pump on you. Like you know, there's a chance that this is it here. Please don't mind me. I'm an artist. I'm just drawing what I see as an artist. I'm creating You may not agree. You may not even understand. I don't know. I'm just showing you. I'm able to do what I feel and not worry about what people think of me. Even in my TA, like whatever it is, right? I'm just me. And I love being me. Being me is really what got me everything I got today. I walked out of work one day and said, you know what? I'm not going to be this 9-to-5 person shell that you want me to be. I'm going to be something completely different. I'm going to completely change my life and go after it. And ever since, everything has changed, you know? Hey, did anyone here see a Brett Mohar in here? Dude owes me. Isn't that you, though? I need MATIC at 80 cents. Was wondering if you could share your thoughts on the balloon. Honestly, I mean, they should have got rid of that thing immediately. I am pissed about the balloon. But anyway, I don't want to get into that right now, but I'm not happy about it at all. Don't get me talking about the balloon. I've complained about that balloon enough today. Like, how are you going to let the balloon... don't get me started on the gosh damn balloon, all right? I'll go in for like an hour and a half. All right? HAPI looking like it could make a move too. I like what HAPI's doing. Cup and handle for HAPI. I've also posted that to the trading group. When that booms, I have so many charts in waiting, ready to blast. You know what I mean? V-Chain and SHIB on the idea. And then I'm out of here for the night, everybody. Just want to let y'all know we're going to start winding it down. I'm tired. I want to get a good sleep for Monday. I had amazing trades this weekend. No need to trade all night long. Like, it was like, made more, you know, it's like the weekend was amazing. So I could see V-Chain making a move out of this. There's a shoulder, head, and a shoulder there. It's making this now. And I showed you, I mean, there's some bullishness for the altcoins, considering Bitcoin could kind of, you know, slump off a little bit there. And that's a major resistance zone. We break that, we get to here, and then we can move all the way up to this next area. So you could see V-Chain pushing up to that 3 cent and 0.3 of a cent, 3.3, of course, on the 33. And it's above a high volume node. No reason why it can't get to the volume area high. So I'm watching V-Chain. 4 hour looks good to me. I'm with you on that V-Chain idea. Shout out to the $112 in chat revenue. My guy, thoughts on DSA on more of a longer term view. Doge chain? I mean, it all depends on Bitcoin. It's a small coin. It would follow Bitcoin. Look at there, up 42% gains out of the cup and handle. Beautiful move for Doge chain. You name it, we had it. Like, it moved. We called it. It had a pulse. We had our fingers on it. I mean, right now it looks like somewhat of a pullback. I mean, these are little meme coins. I mean, you'd have to truly believe in it. Again, it's pretty close to its all-time high, though, which is pretty interesting. Which means it could get into price discovery quicker than a lot of other coins that we've been seeing. So, but honestly, Adam and Eve double bottom in a way. Kind of. I mean, you're looking at least short term. Honestly, I don't know enough about the project, but at least somewhere up here, possibly another 138%. I mean, that's what I can see for now. You know? I don't know, though. I don't really know. And again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice. Let's take a look at SHIB. Don't worry. Everyone said 23 didn't hold. It's Sunday night into Monday morning. You're going to get volatility. Bitcoin's going to go up and down crazy. You're going to get volatility. And we've had such a good time. I mean, we're going to have some type of pullback. All right. Let's take a look at Shiba Inu. Shib. Shout out to everyone holding me down, coming to the live stream every single day. May God bless you all. Thank you for the love. So we had this kind of mini little cup and handle there that did make a play. A bit ridiculous, though. The ascending triangle broke out, though, for a quick run. SHIB is trending a lot right now on Twitter. All right. It's got a lot going on right now. People are talking about it. It had pumped out of this, and now it's flagging out. Whenever you flag after a pump, it's more likely that the flag does break out to the upside. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw SHIB again. Bitcoin could ruin the party, but I wouldn't be surprised if we did see SHIB break out of this to the upside. Kind of an ascending cup and handle there that I created. I coined that term because it's like the cup is ascending. All right. See how the cup goes all the way up, like higher on one side? It's an ascending cup and handle. All right? Yeah, I made it up. All right? I made patterns up, or names of patterns. The market will serve greens with lunch on Monday. I don't really have many positions. Wonder if it's better to wait for volatility tomorrow and reset. I like to, depending on what I'm into. It all depends. All right? And then we saw someone claim that DXY is pumping. Let's take a look at that. Yeah, a little bit, 103, but, not. Yeah, a little bit of a bump. I'll give it to you. Yeah. But it's curving down. I mean, it's about to tank, in my humble opinion. I bet it even has bearish divvy on the 15. It does. How do I know? I mean, look at that. That's swinging down while that's swinging up. Break down, baby. Break down. Rising wedges break down 68% of the time. At least down to here. Let's go. Let's go. Go, Gala, go. What are you trying to pump your own bags there? You people are insane. I love you. Go, Gala, go as it dumps. I don't even know. Maybe not, but I see a red candle. The guys. See what I have. You know what I see happening with this. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, Gala's next in the line, but it is a symmetrical, which means it could break up or down either way. Well, we got Gala on the radar for tonight. Everybody, thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. Remember, if you came to the channel, then you're already doing the right thing. Let's take a look at Bitty Bitty Bitcoin one more time. 29,500 and holding. We've been bouncing between that area all day, so it's not like insane, right? I zoomed in here on the 1 hour pumped up. Looks like it definitely wants to roll over on us, so not a good sign here. The 1 hour came all the way up. When the 1 hour comes all the way up and you don't get back inside patterns, you don't get back inside this white line, not the best sign. Double bottom and we could go lower. So I'd be careful watching that 1 hour. But you know what else? We could get a short squeeze. The 4 hour is super low and the S&P looks bullish. So it could front run us and help Bitcoin pump. The other idea I had, remember, was that we're in this giant bullish megaphone, right? So we'll take the conservative idea that we're fighting to get back inside the pattern. I do not like the 1 hour at the present moment, but hey, we just got to get back inside this line. So if Bitcoin can boom up and get back up here, but look, this is a rising wedge likely to break to the downside. 15-minute kind of already tried to do it. I felt like it broke out already. It broke down already. See that? You're already outside of the pattern. But, this could be the saving grace. See that? Make an inverted head and shoulder and dig our way out of this. So watch this inverted on the smaller time frame. There's a chance if Bitcoin could hold 22,008, we can still get a bit of a bounce here. That's kind of your Hail Mary. We could double bottom there. But, 1 hour doesn't look amazing. The bigger time frames look okay. So we'll take it. I wouldn't trade. I wouldn't go hard tonight. Sunday night to Monday, heavy volatility, a lot of false moves. Tomorrow morning, look out for wall moves. So S&P hasn't been correlated, but what happens is when the S&P pumps, it gives money back into the markets, and people start throwing money around. So far, the S&P has been correlated. They're not supposed to be, and any given day they could uncorrelate, but they've been correlated. So, I'm not saying they are correlated, but they've been correlated. So I've been using the S&P to trade Bitcoin. It's been very, very, very helpful, but it doesn't mean it's going to happen forever. So you're right and wrong at the same time, if you understand. Or nobody's right. It just, you can use it, but you can't use it blindly. How's that? So I'm with you. I'm with you, brother. One last look at BOOKMAP in case you don't have BOOKMAP, and I could give you some love to the BOOKMAP here. Link to the description to BOOKMAP if you'd like it. So we've had long liquidations. We've had short liquidations. The last was a long liquidation for 99,000. Heading lower. And we do see way more liquidity down here at 22,005. We've been talking about it. It's really the only place I could see the price action wanting to go if we were going to use BOOKMAP. 70% of the time, it's pretty correct with just where the red is. That's where we end up going. So you can't guarantee it, but it looks like we could. So, yeah, we could definitely head any, we'll see. One step at a time, one day at a time, we'll take it. And we shall see. We could wake up to a nasty dump. We could wake up to sideways action. What's my prediction for tomorrow? I believe this inverted head and shoulder plays out. I believe we end up somewhere in here, 23,200 tomorrow morning, but you never know. Who knows? That's just throwing out. Don't take that as my analysis is we got to wait for this level. We got to get above areas, I'm just throwing it out there, but you never know. We will see tomorrow. Everyone, I'll be back tomorrow, 10 a.m., ready to kick some groovy crypto butt. I can't wait to see you all here again. May God bless you all. You're amazing. Thank you. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for your time on the live. I couldn't do it without you. Thank you to all the Bit Squad. Thank you to Ben coming through. I'm still blown away. This was the same weekend that Ben came through on Friday. It just, if you told me that I would see Ben sitting here in my house, if he was in my home, I just still can't believe that BitBoy was sitting in my house. Blows my mind, man. We ate lobster rolls at Faneuil Hall. It's just the funniest thing ever, man. So, shout out to everybody. May God bless you. Have a wonderful time. And I'll see you tomorrow at 10 a.m. Thank you so much for everything.